The III initiative happened today, and if you're not aware, it's an indie-only showcase of game announcements, trailers, and updates. I wanted to do a quick and casual video summarizing all the roguelike and roguelite announcements with some quick thoughts as well. So let's get into it. Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core was the first game shown. It's an FPS roguelite mining and bug shooting game that's a spin-off of the original Deep Rock Galactic. It's been announced before, but this trailer gave us more actual gameplay. It looks great to me with some familiar mechanics, like the mining obviously, but also new roguelite systems, and importantly, new enemies to fight as well. The big announcement here is that there's a closed alpha you can sign up for now on Steam. They also had a post-show showcase for Rogue Core, which gave a lot of nice background on how it will differ from the original Deep Rock Galactic, how they want to prioritize co-op in a unique way in the space, and honestly, it's mostly about how that closed alpha will work. Tears of Metal was the next game shown, which is a third-person hack-and-slash roguelite set in medieval Scotland. I'd never heard of this one before, but it looks like it was announced last year. I love the art style, and the combat looks like it has some promise. Honestly, there's still shockingly few roguelites that have more standard, third-person, melee action combat. Big news here for Tears of Metal is that there's an open beta right now on Steam, so you can try it out for yourself if you want to. Next was Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. Continuing the themes of the first game, it's a mix of action roguelite combat, which is now isometric as opposed to top-down, combined with an overworld where you're the shopkeeper for your own shop where you sell your loot. I was really meh on the first Moonlighter, but the combat here looks really engaging and really promising to me. It honestly looks very Windblown-esque with these fractured floating isles. I can't quite tell if the shopkeeper mechanics have any updates, but hopefully they do. Definitely still excited for this one because I love that core idea of the game, even if I didn't love the execution of Moonlighter 1. BlazBlue Entropy Effect announced they were adding couch co-op and a Dead Cells crossover character. The game is a 2D platformer action roguelite that has some pretty satisfying builds and a lot of good character variety. I've only played it a little bit, but I've really enjoyed what I've played so far. I thought this announcement was going to be another DLC, but it looks like both these updates are free, which is nice. It's mostly just showcasing existing gameplay, so this did feel like more marketing than substantive reveal. I mean, all of these updates are obviously marketing, but hopefully you know what I mean. This just didn't really show the content that I was advertising. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is a bullet heaven or survivor-like spinoff of the original Deep Rock Galactic. You play as a miner and fight off a bunch of bugs while manipulating and mining the caves around you. It's in early access right now, and the big reveal here in the III initiative is the 1.0 release on September 17th. I haven't played it myself because I don't really enjoy the survivor-like subgenre, but I will say it looks more engaging and has more interesting mechanics than your standard bullet heaven game, with all of that terrain manipulation that's present. I hope it sticks the landing for those that like that. There's also a post-show deep dive for those that want that. This next game seems right up my alley. Super Fantasy Kingdoms is a game that mixes city building mechanics with some sort of defense, RTS, tower defense element as well. The city building looks fun from what's shown, although maybe a little simple. And I can't quite tell, but that defense part seems like auto battling or a tower defense style combat. I enjoyed this pixel art style, so I think this overall package is definitely good for my taste. It was in a Steam Next Fest last summer and originally slated for early 2025. Here, they announced a new release date of Q3 2025. You probably don't need me to tell you, but if you don't know, Vampire Survivors is the game that popularized the bullet heaven genre. You move your character around to auto-attacks enemies, and you focus on building up super powerful builds with a huge variety of items and synergies. Today they announced a huge free expansion pack in the form of the Emerald Diorama, which adds 60 new characters and skins, 40 new attacks, and a new biome. Emerald Diorama is a collaboration with Saga series games, which I'm not familiar with myself. Honestly, super impressive the amount of content the developers have added to Vampire Survivors at this point, and certainly worth $4 or $5 to try out if you haven't already. Morbid Metal was the next reveal that I didn't expect to be a roguelite from the trailer itself, but it actually is. It's a third-person hack-and-slash roguelite that uses a similar combat system to Devil May Cry. A lot of quick movement and attacks, and in-combat character changing as well. I don't think we've seen a similar style of action roguelite before, unless I'm forgetting some game. It also has a cool mech theme, and I love some of the character designs that I saw. Morbid Metal was originally announced a couple years ago, but this trailer dropped a release date of summer 2025 for early access. The game also had a nice post-show segment. They gave a nice story of the game's development, adding new people to the team, things like that. CloverPit was another one that I didn't expect to be a roguelite from the trailer itself. It's a very literal gambling or slot machine game where you are immersed in this virtual world. You get coins from an ATM, and you have the full slot machine in front of you that you interact with in first person. And there's an overarching horror theme and background to this game as well. It was honestly hard for me to tell how this game actually played from the trailer compared to, say, Luck Be a Landlord or something like that. So I don't actually have any critical thoughts on how this gameplay might turn out. Announcement here is for the demo, which is now out on Steam for those that want to try it. And they announced a vague coming soon 2025 release date as well. Last, but certainly not least, was Voidbreaker, which both got a world premiere trailer and a longer post-show deep dive as well. It's an FPS roguelite set in a world with a corrupted AI and a simulation you're fighting through. The game is focusing on engaging movement mechanics, a lot of meaningful weapon modification, and a destructible environment. I was honestly shocked to see this was developed by just one person, and this game looks absolutely incredible. I can especially see the weapon modification system leading to super powerful and creative builds in a way that just sounds super fun and super unique. It looks like a game that's not scared to let you break the game in really fun ways. Open playtest is available right now on Steam if you want to try it out for yourself. Overall, I think the AAA initiative this year was a good mix of announcements for the roguelite space. A couple of these didn't really show me anything new, like for Rogue Core, for example, but there were also a lot of games that were brought to my attention that I haven't heard of previously, like Super Fantasy Kingdom and Morbid Metal, which both look amazing. The only true world premiere trailer was for Voidbreaker, which was also the star of the show for me in terms of games I'm most excited about and had actual new information. I'm also really excited for Rogue Core, but I don't think the announcements here got me more excited than I already was. But yeah, let me know what you found most interesting in these announcements, and let me know if you like this style of quick news reaction video. It's not what I usually make, and I don't really have any plans to do this type of video regularly, but let me know what you think. I started making a similar video last year for the AAA initiative since I really loved the idea behind it, but I never ended up finishing it and posting it. Anyways, huge shout out to all of our channel members for helping support the channel. Please like this video to help me out in the algorithm, and thanks for watching.